those seats there? Were those seats there when he walked in? I feel like that's something you show in the beginning. But like, now that you show us, like, wait, bro, you just signed an interview with this stuff. What is going on? I was just thinking how I kind of want to watch the Toy Story, but I got tired of art as much as this one, the art gallery scene, anywhere near that. Even though it's 2 years old, it's kind of too close since it's the most recent one. And that's the thing, like, I feel like some people did tell me it was good. To me, it's just like this really good editing. You did as best as you can to pull it together. I feel like if I made a masterpiece, it wouldn't be that hard to pull it together. It would feel like the pieces fit together themselves. I mean, editing is just for pure function. Film basically edited itself. That's the type of film that I would think, okay, this is good. Not one where I have to make it happen. I don't want to do it anymore. Maybe I'm gonna watch it back and be like, I was being way more critical than I need to be. I'm completely in a space where I can do this and be okay with this one at least. I'm so far removed from it that it's almost like, I don't know, 30 minutes. Anything else I want to do? In these videos, I tell people to watch in full screen, use headphones, change quality to 8010p for the best viewing experience. Okay, so I'm telling people to put headphones in. For the last one, it actually would have been better without headphones, for sure. Because you can hear every false, fake sound. Should play it out loud. Let's see if it's... No, I told people to put headphones in, so I wanted to dictate how they viewed it. Then, you know what, let's see exactly how they viewed it. It wasn't even like any perfect quality because it's so amazing. It's like, this is so delicate. It needs all the conditions to be correct for it to be high quality because it wasn't secure enough in the actual product itself.
So, how'd it go?
Actually, that's not real.
It was weird, right? Sketchy. I told you not to go to that. Come on, spit it out. How'd it go?
This is actually really interesting. Did that just pause?
This is...
I really captured attention very well with this intro, whatever. But I know the payout. I really hope whoever's watched this watched it first, because I don't want to spoil your opinion. But the ending is not as like huge as I wanted it to be, but it does capture attention. And it sounds cool too.
Why do you have to do this? Hello?
I'm driving, Christina. You want us to crash? Is that it?
No, but I just want to know why you have to do this.
Is that it?
We need to do this.
We? I'm not doing this.
I didn't say you were. I'm doing it, but
God.
we need this.
And why is that? Tell me why we need to do this.
Money, Christina.
My dad, you know...
I don't know, maybe it's because I feel like the dialogue sounds dumb and it makes them sound like dumb people, but the film itself is carrying so well that I'm just like, the film is doing well, so maybe these are just dumb people. Since everything else is so good, it made them seem like dumb people.
You know he offered you a job. You could easily go work with him.
I'm not a criminal, and I'm not going to work with, around, or have any association with one. I already told you that.
Dating his daughter is having association with one.
No, it's not.
That's not... You know what I mean.
Yeah,
Obviously,
no.
I don't.
Yeah, I had to put either new audio or cut audio and turn it way up on mine because I wasn't speaking loud enough. It's not congruent. It sounds like ADR.
I'm not going to work with your dad. I'd do anything besides that.
Oh, so you mean like go to this sketchy interview just to make a quick buck because you're too high and holy to do anything that's not 100% legal?
Oh my God. Dialogue vomit. I felt like the dialogue was just long. People would say longer sequences of words than that. Natural talk, it was a wordy thing to say. But like, you can deliver anything as a line. If you don't practice all the time, then when you're put on the spot to do it, it's not going to come out naturally because it's not natural to you. It's unnatural dialogue, but it's doable.
I mean, you've heard about how sketchy those interviews are, right?
Rumors.
Sure, Tom. They're just rumors. Nothing's dangerous and everything and everyone is as perfect as you are.
I never said I was perfect or that everything else is. I just don't think we need to be worried about this thing. And we do need the money. What could really happen? It's just a bunch of questions.
That's not what I heard.
I didn't even notice
I
it
heard they
until
carried a
now.
gun on them during the interview. Like,
Words.
come on, Tom. If that's not a red flag,
Rumors.
it's not a rumor. Jack went to one of these interviews and he
ominous.
said they do.
It works.
Jack,
The music works
what are you
very
doing
well.
talking to him?
It's not what you think. So don't go having an asthma attack on me like you did the last time you thought I was messing around. By the way, did you find your inhaler?
No, I didn't. And don't change the subject.
Wow. I was just looking out for you.
I felt like it wasn't. You wouldn't pick that up if you had already seen this. Hopefully, you already seen this. It was just enough of a clue to make what happens later. And then when she finds it, that's enough of an indication as well. Again, I'm really hoping people have watched it the first time. 'Cause I'm going to be messing up your viewing experience by telling you what happens first. It's only 30 minutes.
He made this Facebook post. He was talking about the interview. He said things just got really weird.
Weird? I can handle weird. But how'd you find out he said they carry a gun?
Well, I was interested in hearing more about the interview, so I messaged him, and those details just got brought up.
And you believed him.
This sounds not so fake.
Why wouldn't I?
Here's
You
this
lied to
too,
God's
but it
face
makes
without it getting him some action. Everyone knows that.
Not everyone is trying to get at me, Tom, despite your paranoia.
You know what? Just forget it. We're already here.
Holy crap, I wish the sound wasn't so jacked up. If I just had good audio the first time, I wouldn't have to put in this weird audio that takes down the picture. Even though I edit it as like it's still like a, I want to hear the,
You know what? Just forget it. We're already here.
honestly it's really cool. If you paid attention to how well that went, I'm thinking everybody would. But you do notice that it started slowly, and now you notice it's ending slowly. Like, losing synchronicity as it's ending, and gaining
You should've talked
synchronicity as the
It
as
wasn't.
Oh my god, this guy's a... Oh my god. I don't know if it's just the character or the way I'm playing it or the way I'm delivering the words, but like, holy crap. Oh, see, I'm like missing stuff because I'm getting caught up in all that random stuff. Yes, one more time, one more time. Oh my god, I missed it again. Why? I just missed it again. How am I? Okay.
It wasn't.
Okay, thank you. That was perfect, dude. My god. It's just really loud. It's at 30%, I think. I need to watch it again. She played it in her own way. But my vision for the character was completely not that. But you know, you can't force one. So if they're not already like acting is not what they do, you can't really. It's hard to force one into something that they
My
can't
mother
do.
was a ma'am. I'll be a ma'am
But I'm
much
not sure.
later. Christina's fine for now.
Christina it is.
Come in, take off your coat, have a seat.
My girlfriend's name is actually Christina. It's kind of funny.
What's funny?
Oh, you know, her name's Christina. Yours is Christine. It's a funny coincidence.
This does seem
Yeah.
real. This seems like an actual. It would have been awesome to record it from like the interviewer's perspective. Like this is their camera. This is what that feels like. It's like I'm aware of the camera, but because it's an interview, I was like I'm not looking at it. I should let it flow.
Funny.
Let it play. I mean, so far I'm just watching. So far I'm watching without having to stop, and it's at least not like the arcade. I was laughing at everything. It's like I'm gonna try to just watch it and let it flow.
Yours is Christine. It's a funny coincidence.
Yeah. Funny.
What the heck?
So you'll be interviewing me?
Oh, no. I just prepared the paperwork and get you ready for Phillip.
Okay. What kind of paperwork?
Here it is.
What's that?
That role needed to be played this certain way. It's so snappy, on time, and that's the beat of it. But it's serious, though. I mean, she's doing it in her own way. It's kind of hard when you're in a scene with someone, unless you figure out a way to set that mental stage. You're also their director, even though you're in the scene with them. You're telling them what you see, and you welcome them to tell you what did you see. Basically, direct each other. As much as I give you feedback and notes, you can be welcome to give me feedback and notes, and you can use that to mix in the directing side of keep it in line with the story, all that good stuff. Anyway,
This waiver includes a non-disclosure agreement. A lot of people know about our interviews, but not exactly what goes on in them, and we like to keep it that way. Otherwise, our results would be skewed due to people having knowledge about what to expect in our interviews.
okay.
You follow?
It's really interesting. Why am I not watching them? Because
Okay.
that threw me off. God.
What kind of paperwork?
Here it is.
Maybe I'm over it, isn't it?
What's that?
This waiver includes a non-disclosure agreement. A lot of people know about our interviews, but not exactly what goes on in them, and we like to keep it that way. Otherwise, our results would be skewed due to people having knowledge about what to expect in our interviews. You follow?
I follow. So that's it?
Well, no. This waiver also waives your right to sue against the company for any perceived threat or actual harm done to you within the interview, whether it be psychological.
That all-in-one, clean, confident thing is when he breaks off the information. And it's no criticism of her. If it loses the information, the line needs to be redone. That's the director's job to see it.
This waiver also waives your right to sue against the company for any perceived threat or actual harm done to you within the interview, whether it be psychological, emotional, or physical.
Oh my God.
Physical.
Yes, and like I said, this is just a mere legal formality. We've had a lot of people try to sue our company in the past because we're a very wealthy company with a lot of mystery around what we do. So before we had people start waiving their right to sue, they would get away with.
That need to be a retake or a retake with a cut in. If she's in this role, she has to be confident. Someone who's not confident is not going to be this type of person in this role.
They would get away with a lot of our money for no good reason at all.
But
For example, one time this guy walked away with more than I care to say because he had a lawsuit against us in which he testified that an interviewer shook his hand too aggressively, and he claimed that this was not only psychological and emotional harm, but physical harm as well. Can you believe that?
that is messed up.
Yes, so this is just an added layer of protection between us and people like that.
I get that.
I mean, the pacing.
I just didn't expect
It's
to
interesting.
be signed like a waiver or anything like that.
I understand, but the way I see it, you have nothing to lose. You get half your pay after you sign the waiver, and then you get the other half after you complete the interview.
I get $500 just for signing this thing,
Exactly.
$500, dude.
and I can just walk away after you hand me the money if I
Well,
wanted to.
You
Oh.
could just walk away, but then you wouldn't get the other 500 after you complete the interview.
What?
And it's just a legal formality.
Correct. A legal formality.
For $1,000?
Do you have a pen?
Oh my god.
Sign an initial and yes.
So fun. I mean, it's good because everything is great until you get to the dollar amount. It's like, bro, 1,000 for what he's wearing. What the heck? Nice sweater and coat. $1,000.
Thank you. And now you'll just need to say your full name and hold the document that you signed up and saying that you signed it under your own free will.
I see sort of like still.
I, Thomas Efforts, sign this document under my own free will.
I It almost seems like real. It seems scared. And then make your sense for the scene. That fear looks real in the scene. Like hesitancy.
This is
$500 exactly.
$500 just for signing.
That's just funny.
Yes.
Oh, I
But
guess
don't get too excited
No,
yet.
then again, he
You
just
still
thinks
get
it's
the
an
other
interview.
500 after completing the interview.
Sign away all his rights. I'm actually into this now. Sign away all his rights.
Well, let's do it then, Christine.
Of course.
Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it so far.
Phillip will be with you shortly.
Yeah. I mean, then again, it's like, oh, it's just an interview. $1,000. I mean, to someone who needs money, bro, $1,000 is, compared to how he looks, that's like, what the heck, man? Sign away the rights. If you're just like, oh, whatever, it's gonna be fine. It's been what? Wait, did I actually see that? Wait, were those seats there? Were those seats there when he walked in? I feel like that's something you show in the beginning. But like, now that you show it, it's like, wait, bro, you just signed an interview with this stuff. What is going on? This is stuff you just signed an interview for. And it's like, it's being told so well that you just think this guy's just dumb. Like, anybody, like, what the heck? It's being told so well. It's just like, this guy has to be a dumb character just because.
No harm looking around.
Sorry, I was just curious. This room is unique for an interview room.
And how's that?
Well, it kind of looks like a theater or something. Like there's supposed to be people.
His audio just
watching us.
sounds like.
Usually there are.
Yeah, it is his audio.
That only happens for the second interview.
Mine just, I think what throws mine off is the audio.
Like there's supposed to be people
If it had real audio.
watching us.
Usually there are.
And it is from my original.
That only
audio.
happens for the second
I just
interview.
turned it up and that's what's like throwing it off.
This second interview.
Yeah, don't worry about that. The second interview, that only happens if you qualify. So
Qualify. Well, what's the incentive?
well, money, much more money than the $500 right there. More than the $1,000 you might go home with today if you complete the interview.
I'll bring it. Phillip?
$1,000 you might go home with today if you complete the interview.
He came in challenging. And like, I mean,
Phillip?
you know, his acting is great, but he interpreted it as he came in challenging. I wanted to be like, he's subtly bringing it in, but there's something just off. But I don't think I got a direction at all, so he took it how he took it. If a real person was seeing like this lady who brought me in being all weird and doing things all weird, and then this guy comes in aggressive. Yeah, any real person will leave, but I have to go with what was written. Otherwise, where does it go?
Phillip? Was it?
Correct. Philip.
Phillip, what?
Just Philip for now.
Okay. Phillip it is.
All right. Do you have any questions before the interview?
Just one.
The way this is hyping,
Sure.
You're not carrying a gun, are you?
the way this is hyping this interview up, it makes the person watching like, does that interview better be super awesome or entertaining?
All right. Do you have any questions
My
before
first
the interview?
Just, I feel like I was tired of doing this.
Just one.
Sure.
You're not carrying a gun, are you?
I think I wrote this role how I naturally act in mind. Maybe not consciously all the awkward pauses to fit how I think.
Nah, man. I'm not carrying a gun. Why would I be carrying a gun? What would make you think something like that?
I don't know, man. That is a crazy idea, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
That audio sounded real.
That is a crazy idea, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
Well, that was the only question I had, so.
All right. Well, then the interview begins now.
Aren't you gonna record or write anything down?
There's no need for that, Thomas. But let me remind you, the interview has started, and I'll be asking the questions now.
There's like a playful challenge in my eyes. Like maybe I feel challenged by this person. This actually makes sense because his energy is challenging. Maybe I came in challenging, he was mirroring that. It kind of seems like he was coming in challenging and I was mirroring that. And I was trying to be clever and challenging back against him. I paused him right there. No one holds it that long naturally unless you're directed to, so I had to just do it in post. It actually looks real too, and it makes me look like a stone cold.
Has it begun, or?
That's a question. It's strike 1. You don't want to get to strike 5, Thomas.
Oh no. Not 5 strikes. What happens at strike 5?
Man, this is interesting. It's like the way I keep pausing his face. Some of them he may have, but no one just pauses like that naturally unless the director. So I remember stretching out most of them.
That's another question. Strike 2.
Let's do it. Ask me stuff.
What is your name?
Thomas Everts. But you already know that.
What is your name?
That should seem real.
Oh, you're hard of hearing. I didn't know. My bad. Thomas Everts.
What is your name? What is your name?
Thomas Everts.
How long have you been depressed?
What?
It's another question. Strike 3.
Come on, man. You can't be serious with this.
How long?
This is deeper than I remember.
How long have you been depressed?
Okay. You got me. It all started when I was an infant.
I wonder if it looks like a new cut, but it almost looks like it's on purpose because you can tell my whole energy and vibe is completely gone.
It all started when I was an infant. I remember it like it was yesterday.
But I wonder if anyone noticed that. I mean, they must have. Maybe on like a small level.
It was the breastfeeding, man.
What the? It's so messed up. It's so messed up.
You know.
What is wrong with me?
But you know, they always.
How long have you been depressed?
What is? I should have someone write me a joke.
Serious interview, man.
Is that
Can't
what
take a
it's
joke,
like?
can he?
It's a question.
Holy
Strike
crap!
4.
What is wrong with me? With that joke?
Maybe I just shouldn't talk at all.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Thomas.
Oh, really, Phillip?
I didn't realize how much I'm hearing the clock without actually hearing it. Because when the moment happens, it's like you didn't even realize the clock was there until.
I already have my money, and I can leave whenever I want. So
Okay, now he seems smart.
you can take your suggestions and your strikes, and you can shove them.
You're not going
Not
anywhere,
like
Thomas.
this guy.
Would you like to know why?
Oh, you fake
I
it.
said, would you like to know why?
Yes.
Simply put, we both know you need that money. $1,000 is much better than $500. There's no other way you can come up with $1,000 anytime soon. Plus, like you said, you refuse to work with criminals. So you can't work for Christina's dad, right?
He wants to ask.
You want to know how I know that? Is that it?
it's actually interesting.
Yes.
Information,
The
Thomas.
writing on this, like,
That's what this company thrives on. Knowing things can take you very far in this world.
interesting.
That doesn't answer how you know that about me. That doesn't answer anything.
That answers everything.
Oh, how does that actually work? And it's such like a throwaway, almost a throwaway, but like, because it doesn't answer anything, but like, it actually works somehow. Because it really does make
How long
sense.
have you been depressed?
Oh my god. This is accidentally.
Well,
my
Philip,
video.
I can't lie. This has been a lot of fun. But I think I'm going to go now.
Okay, awesome. I did not expect that. I thought he was gonna be dumb the whole time. Oh wait. Oh wait, what? The gun was planted and now it's there. How did I not see it got me? That's the next.
People know I'm here.
Well, Christina knows you're here. Just one person.
One person is too many for you to just shoot me and get away with it.
Wouldn't really
I think I do actually hear
big
some
deal.
fear. I don't know if that's a fear that a regular person will experience with the gun pointed at them. I do hear some fear, a little anger there.
I'm to take care of.
Really think
Oh yeah, he's protective.
you can threaten Christina to my face?
It's question 5.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't get away with it in there, and I'm so glad I deleted that. Okay, this gives me some hope. Maybe the Toy Story was better because I had thrown it into my face and get away with it. I'm so glad I deleted that. That saves the moment so much.
Your 5th and final strike. I'll now be taking your initial $500. And if you try to stop me,
It's actually a really interesting shot. And the actual shot was my whole face, putting it all over there. It made it work. Man, it's a really cool
Threaten
shot.
Christina to my
Like,
face.
it's like over him,
it's
like
question
trying to assert
5.
his dominance.
Your 5th and final strike.
And then now this shot's that's cool.
I'll now be taking your initial $500. And if you try to stop me, I'll pull this trigger.
What the? That's super shady. It's the F them contracts, bro. How you just gonna make him say?
You may be seated.
I mean, honestly, they didn't say anything about him being able to leave. They just said that he signed his rights away, which is like for $500.
You may be
I
seated.
need to pay attention.
You may be seated. I said, you may be seated.
That's a good shot. I wish she would have got it. Okay, she did. Okay, that was a good
You
shot.
now only receive the full 1,000.
I crop that in to make crop it in like that. It makes it work.
You can now only receive the full
Holy
$1,000
crap!
from completing the interview.
This is actually working.
Are you ready to continue? Okay.
This is actually really cool.
How long have you been depressed?
What the heck? Why are we getting back into that? I kind of feel like how we
Answer with
I feel
words.
like we're feeling how
I don't
he
know.
feels.
Answer truthfully.
I don't know.
Thomas,
Holy
look at me.
crap! This is so interesting.
You're depressed. And you have been for some time.
Oh snap! That actually got me. Holy crap! Oh snap! Oh crap! This is freaking. Oh my. Little bro, send me on. That shot was a little bit too long, but
Thomas,
the staircase shot.
tell me when.
Hey, he looks like me. Dang, for
When?
a kid, dang. This man been in the chambers for multiple decades. You been depressed that long? Shoot. Oh, snap.
When, Thomas?
Messed up.
I couldn't cry.
Couldn't cry when?
She was just there,
Who? Who are you talking about?
like her normal self. But she wasn't
Who? Say her
she
name.
wasn't moving.
Holy crap.
Say her name.
She was cold.
Oh my god.
Who, Thomas?
Oh my god, it's
Not
so
even at the
dark.
funeral.
Holy crap. He does actually look like me. I hope that sold it. I mean, sold it as well as I could.
I didn't. What's wrong with me?
Oh wow, this actually works. Actually looks like we're acting. I just waited for him to give me what I needed. And I just wanted him to get bored so he would get into the zone that I needed him to be in. Not exactly, I mean, as best as I could, but that took a while to get him there. I just recorded for a while till I finally got it. And
What's wrong with me?
that works. Looks like I actually directed him. Because I just edited it in to make it seem like it was directed.
I asked a question.
Oh snap. It was that he's lost it.
Do it.
He's asked a question.
Pick up the gun. Do it!
Say her
Oh, yeah, we
name.
get her to say it. Him to say it. Look how stable his shot is and shaky.
Say her name.
His is not shaky as I wanted, but noticeable.
Joe.
Say it.
Joyce.
Yes.
Oh yeah, here
That's
goes
it.
the asthma. And that was planted before. I wonder if anyone actually. They must have.
You having an asthma attack, Thomas? Well, that's generally what happens when you suppress all those feelings for so long.
Well,
You finally have to face
sadly
them.
buzz actually.
Come flooding back. Come on, Thomas.
The camera going out of focus actually works.
Bet you could really use one of these.
Can't breathe.
Oh, you can. You can't breathe. You need to use my inhaler?
Oh wow. So he knew he could get me to go there.
Thomas, if you want to use my inhaler,
He'd have me.
all you got to do is just sign your name right here on that X.
Knew he'd have him in a pinch
Right
hold.
here.
Knew that asthma was a way to get him in a pinch hold so he could make him sign another contract.
Just right here on the X. Come on, you need that inhaler, don't you? Just right there on the X. Just a little Thomas Everett's.
The sound is selling it.
On the X.
I mean, the sound was like.
Go ahead, date it.
The editing makes it work. But
Thank you.
I did my part. The editing definitely probably put it together.
Congratulations, Thomas. You're qualified for the second round of the interview.
Oh snap. It was kind of hard for me to transition out of that. But then I just kind of had to sit in this moment. Because it was hard for me to transition out. I was trying to do it like, I don't know how I was trying to do it, but. Yeah, I don't think an asthma attack takes that long.
I'm gonna take this money. I'm gonna walk out of here. If you have a problem with that, you can pick up your gun and shoot me.
But Thomas, do you know what you just signed? document I have right here, I think it says you agreed to be here on the 17th. Was it not you who signed that document, Thomas?
He's playing this in the slide. Wait, was he actually holding this long? Or I think he might actually held this long. He carried it through. The long pause is working.
Was it
right
not
now.
you who signed that document, Thomas?
Even though he does have like a twisted look that I wasn't really hoping to go for because he gave that. It can work.
This contract you just signed says you'll be here on the 17th. And if you don't, and you take that $1,000, you'll be in double breach of the contract. Basically, what I'm saying is we'll be seeing each other on the 17th for another round of interviews, or else you'll be legally screwed.
Do you think any judge wouldn't hear what's going on around here and shut this whole thing down?
I believe my assistant informed you of the non-disclosure agreement you signed before this interview began, right?
Honestly, I feel like we should have had another cut, but keeping the same vibe on my face worked for this, but something about me getting up to walk away, something's...
I believe my assistant informed you of the non-disclosure agreement you signed before this interview began, right? You know, the one that says you can't talk about anything that happened here in this interview? That one?
You pulled a gun.
I did so much editing and stayed the camera on his face because a lot of the audio that was in there just didn't... a lot of my lines just didn't work, so I cut most of them out just to get it through.
So, that waiver you signed waived away all your rights to pursue any claims against our company.
You really think that's gonna hold up?
Well, it has. And it will.
This is sick.
I actually really tapped into something.
Come on, Thomas. We're gonna have so much fun next time. We'll actually have an audience.
I feel like that was in his mind, and like when we were talking about the characters, he's saying that his character was the devil. I was like, I don't want it to be that far out. Like, he just make him human, make him calculus, and that's just how he runs this little weird thing. And in his mind, it's not some weird devious cult thing. Just make it normal for him. Make this seem like this is normal business. That's how I should have given the direction. $10.50.
It was weird, right? Sketchy. I told you not to go to that. Come on, spit it out. How'd it go? This is
Bro, this man just went through. This man just went through some bull stuff.
$1,000? Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you! See, I knew you'd do it! You know what we could do with this money? We could buy new TV.
Oh my god.
We could buy nice decorations.
This needs.
This is so exciting! Are you so excited, March?
I feel like that sound needs to go. I feel like if I didn't put that sound on, it was just too slow. But honestly, this would have been better without the sound for sure. Without the echo chamber.
This is so exciting! Are you so excited? Why aren't you excited? I'm so proud. So proud. Why aren't you excited?
Seems like he has some fight back in him.
This is so much. We could do so much with
I think
this.
there's gonna be another episode of this. That's what it feels like. Wow, this man's like pissed off at this guy.
You did it. This was great. This was such a good idea.
It wasn't perfect, of course, but I wasn't gagging at most of it or laughing at points I wasn't supposed to be funny. That's the breast milk one. I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? Whatever. Like I had my criticisms, but my overall opinion was like it was good. For a super film, it worked. It's 11 o'clock. I could watch the Toy Story. I mean, my last opinion of interview was that it was good, so it matched up to that. And the last opinion of the art gallery was it was okay for what I had to work with. I mean, I was okay with it, but watching it without the attachment, oof, man. The Toy Story, I think the ending was good. The first draft I had was way too boring. And this one's decently boring, but it keeps it interesting for sure. The interview had like a tension because there was danger, dueling, challenging, which made it interesting to watch. Toy Story, there was an internal duel. There wasn't any conflict. That's really interesting. People who can make conflict in a short film, anything less than 15 minutes, making real conflict without a huge budget or cast. I mean, I did have a cast. There was production value to it. And it was told well, like, it's like a poem, I guess. Like the main reason why they treated me like I'm sick is I came out and said I was sick. If I had just been not talking, they would have never realized that I had a little bit of a cold. It's just because I said it that they started acting like that.